Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are doing another full day of eating. So my hope whenever I do these videos is to inspire some of you, show you that you don't have to deprive yourself or just eat salads to lose weight. You can still indulge once in a while and eat foods that you really like and still lose weight. It's all about balance and just tweaking a couple of things along the way. Whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or if you eat meat, you can still get inspo from other people, of course, and their foods. You can just kind of change things up to fit your lifestyle and your preferences. And also, I like to, of course, do these videos for my fellow vegetarians or vegans out there. Maybe if you're looking into transitioning, to show you that there are so many options nowadays, especially now versus like even a few years ago. You can even get vegan food at Walmart, Target. So the possibilities are endless. You can pretty much recreate a lot of like your favorite dishes and make them vegan, vegetarian by just switching out a couple of things. So yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy it. Please keep in mind, I am not an expert. Of course, I'm not a nutritionist. This is just what works for me. Hope you guys enjoy it. Grab a snack, grab a healthy snack, and let's get started and start cooking. Good morning. So of course, first and most important meal of the day is breakfast. So I'm gonna make some pancakes today for breakfast. These actually are not from the box. I made them myself. I will link a recipe down below. I really liked this recipe because it's only a couple of ingredients and it's super easy to make. So I have about enough for like 2 medium-sized pancakes, which is perfect. And then I'm also gonna be adding some dairy-free chocolate chips, which these are my favorite because there's only like 3 ingredients in them. And then while those are cooking up, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make my super simple iced coffee, which I love. So yeah, this is gonna be my breakfast for today. So let's get this show on the road because I'm hungry. Okay, so I have my pan right here, and then I am gonna be using some of this organic extra virgin olive oil. This is typically what I always use whenever I make pancakes or when I cook in general, just to avoid like excess calories and oil and stuff. So yeah, I just got this one from Walmart. So I'm gonna just spray my pan a little bit and pop the pancakes on. Okay, then I'm adding my chocolate chips. I do maybe about like 5 for each pancake. Okay, 6 for good luck. So this is what they look like. Of course, once they start getting a little brown around the edges and start kind of like rising up, you can flip these over. This is so quick and easy. It takes like 5 minutes, not even, especially if you already have your mix pre-made. Like if you want to make it like, let's say Sunday night for the week, you can have this breakfast in literally 5 minutes and it's so good. So yeah, these are going to be almost done. So now I'm going to show you guys the iced coffee in the meantime. So I have my cute little reusable cup and straw. This is actually from Benefit. They sent it to me a few months back and I love it for iced coffee. It's perfect. So first things first, let's get the ice. Personally, I like a lot of ice, but of course, personal preference. For coffee, I'm going to use the Starbucks unsweetened medium roast. I really like this just because it is just traditional black coffee. It's unsweetened, so there's no added sugar, and I get this at my local food store. Of course, feel free to use whatever coffee you like. Now this is the star of the show. I'm going to use my plant-based Vega protein and energy cold brew coffee powder. You can get this on Amazon, that's where I get it, but also Costco has it. I personally don't shop at Costco, but if you do, they have it there usually on sale from what you guys have been telling me. So yeah, just be on the lookout for it because it is so good. So it's just a powder, so you just open it up and it comes with a little scooper inside. I've been using mine a ton, as you can see, and I usually do an entire scoop. And this is key. You want to make sure, of course, that you are mixing this all around so that there's no like powder residue in your drink. The great thing about this is that you don't need to add anything else to it. You don't need to add creamer. You don't need to add sugar. You just add the powder to the coffee and like, bam, you have iced coffee. It's so good. And sometimes I will add a little bit more of the black coffee just to like fill it up. I don't like to do this at first because then when I add the powder, I don't want it to like overflow and like spill everywhere. So I usually just do a little after. And my favorite thing about this stuff is the fact that there is no added sugar. It's gluten-free. It is vegan. There's 20 grams of protein for 1 scoop, which is like amazing. So obviously if you have a bigger container for your iced coffee, you could add more powder to get more protein in. And I love how there's no added sugar to it. So amazing. If you can get your hands on it, 10 out of 10 recommend it. Here is my breakfast. I have my 2 pancakes, my iced coffee, and I am going to be adding some maple syrup on top. I just get the 100% pure maple syrup, and I'm going to do a little bit of that. So yeah, that is my completed breakfast for this morning. So I'll see you guys in a few for a snack and then lunch. Now for a snack, I'm just having a big bowl of green grapes. I am a big fruit person. I'm always eating fruit, snacking on it throughout the day. So yeah, I'm just going to have this and some lemon water to hold me over until lunchtime. So I've shared this with you guys before, but basically what I like to do with my lemons is buy them in bulk, rinse them, cut them up, and then store them away in the freezer so that they're kind of like lemon ice cubes. That way I don't have to worry about cutting up lemons every single time. It's like such an easy but really great trick. My dad actually told me to do this a few years ago, and I've been doing it ever since. So I pretty much drink water all throughout the day for the most part. Some days I won't do lemon in it. Today I'm kind of just feeling it. So yeah, this is going to be my snack for now, and this will hold me off until lunchtime. I am so happy that we have some sunlight, which means we have some good natural lighting for lunch. So today for lunch, I'm going to be having a sausage with some baked potato wedges on the side. So I have my sausage going right here on the pan. This is the Beyond sausage. I'll insert a picture of the packaging right now because I don't have the packaging on me, but these are my favorite. I love the burgers. You guys know that. I've shown them before, but I also love the sausages for lunch and dinner. They are so good. So I did make some holes just with my knife. That way it cooks a little bit more thoroughly. And I sprayed my pan with some olive oil. This takes maybe like 8 to 10 minutes, not long at all. And I do have my oven preheating right now at 350 degrees. So I am going to basically cut up 2 small potatoes. And how cute is this little cutting board? I got it at Ross and I love it for smaller veggies. But yeah, I'm just gonna cut these up. I'm gonna do a little bit of olive oil in this bowl, and I'm also gonna add some Old Bay seasoning. Oh, there's the oven. So I'm gonna do a little bit of this. I'm also gonna add a little bit of this garlic and herb salt-free seasoning from Mrs. Dash. I love Mrs. Dash seasoning because there's no salt in them, so it's great. If you have an air fryer, I'm sure this is like 10 times easier. I actually just bought one, but it's like still in the box and everything. I'm gonna wait to use that this weekend. I'll probably show it in a vlog, but yeah, if you have an air fryer, it's obviously much healthier and much easier, but for now, I'm just gonna do it in the oven. So I added the olive oil and the seasonings right to the bottom of the bowl, and then you could use your fingers, a spoon, whatever you feel comfortable with, and just mix the potatoes all around so that they all get a little bit of oil and seasoning. So I just use, of course, my clean hands to do this. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in. Since it's only 2 small potatoes and I do have the oven at 350, I'm probably gonna just leave this in for like 15 minutes. I'm just gonna pretty much eyeball it. So for my roll, I'm just gonna be using these. I just get them at Walmart, only 80 calories. I actually get most of my groceries from Walmart or Aldi or Giant, which is like my local food store if you're on the East Coast. So yeah, I'm just gonna use one of these. And then for condiments, I'm just gonna add some vegan mayo to my hot dog or sausage, whatever you wanna call it, as well as some ketchup. I always get the no sugar added, which I honestly prefer over regular ketchup now. I think I'm just so used to it. I really like the way that it tastes. Then I'm gonna chop up a little bit of white onion, and I'm gonna just add some fried onions on top. So this is the completed lunch. I tried to make it look very cute and aesthetic, but I ran out of ketchup, so it doesn't look very good. But I could seriously live off of these baked potato wedges. They are so good, very filling too. Like sometimes I just have the potatoes for lunch because I feel like I can survive off of just potatoes. But this is the finished product, so good. So I'm about to have this, and then we will do dinner in a few hours. Okay, now I'm gonna start dinner. It's around 3:30. I usually like to eat around like 5:15-ish, really no later than that. So I always start around this time. So today for dinner, we are gonna be having chili over jasmine rice, which is one of my favorite comfort foods. I feel like it's just so warm, so delicious, and especially since it is freezing cold today, it's gonna be perfect. So I really love the Gardein beefless ground meat. It's my favorite. You can get it at Walmart, Target, any local food store. I'm also gonna be adding some dark red kidney beans. These are already rinsed. They're the low sodium ones. Feel free to sub this out for whatever beans you want, or you could always opt out on this as well if you don't like beans. And then for seasonings, I'm just gonna use the McCormick mild 30% less sodium chili seasoning, as well as some of this Himalayan pink salt and black pepper seasoning from McCormick as well. So this meal is super simple and doesn't take very long. I usually just like to let it slow cook more than anything, but it is pretty quick. You can definitely get it done in like less than an hour. So I did already put the meat in the pan. I added some water to it. It doesn't look that good, but I'm telling you, it tastes a lot better than it looks. So to the pan, all I did was add a little bit of white onion, garlic, and some olive oil, and then I just have the water in there. I'm actually about to add the seasoning. I like to let this come to a little bit of a simmer, and then I will add the seasoning and just let it slow cook and then add the beans. So I am gonna add the entire packet of seasoning just because we are gonna have the leftovers, which is great. So this is definitely more food, obviously, than what I'm gonna eat just in one sitting. But for lunch, for throughout the entire week, it's gonna be perfect because then I don't have to worry about what I'm gonna eat. And I'm gonna do some of this as well. This is like pretty potent, so don't do too much just because it does have the pink salt in it. I feel like pink salt is very, very powerful in your food, so just be mindful. And then I'm just gonna give that a quick stir. I'm also gonna just add the beans in right now. You could maybe sub out the beans for tomatoes or anything really. I just personally, I'm a big fan of beans. That's why I really like it with the chili. It kind of reminds me of like Wendy's chili, which I used to eat all the time when I was younger. So I'm gonna be using jasmine rice. I always use jasmine rice whenever I make any of my meals, and I'm gonna just pop this right into my rice cooker. I will leave a link to this down below. I've mentioned it before. It's just from Amazon, and this is a lifesaver because you cannot mess up and your rice comes out perfect every time. So I love it. And I love this beefless ground meat also because there are 18 grams of protein per serving, which I think is really, really good. And then here on the back, you can just see calories, 110 calories, 2 grams of fat. And I feel like you get a lot of servings out of just this small bag. And the small bag for me at Walmart is like under $5. So it's great. Okay, now I think the chili is looking so much better. I turned on the light that way you guys can see because the sun is going to be going down soon. But all right, you guys, here we have the chili with beans over jasmine rice. It looks so good. I'm telling you guys, this tastes a lot better than what it looks. The final thing that I'm gonna do to top this off is just add a little bit of this shredded cheese. This is from the Go Veggie brand. I'm pretty sure I got this from Walmart. I don't really like keep track of like calories and stuff with this because I literally just do probably less than the serving size, which is like 1/4 of a cup. I just do like a little sprinkle just right on top. Just like that. And then when you mix it all around, since obviously it's so hot, the cheese melts and it's so good. So this is what it's looking like. I definitely recommend you guys try this out. It's such a good, easy comfort food. I forgot to mention that shredded lettuce on top of this is actually really good too. It almost, I guess, kind of turns into like a taco bowl kind of thing, but this is actually Hector's. His actually looks so much prettier now, so I just wanted to show you guys his bowl. But yeah, shredded lettuce on top is really good. This officially is the completed dinner. Last little meal of the day. Of course, not really a meal, but dessert. I always have to have something sweet before bed, whether it's fruit or ice cream or cookies or something, but I am seriously obsessed with these. So basically, these are like little Swedish fish, but they're like a healthier version. So I originally got these on Thrive Market, but I went and I got this entire box at GNC because I'm that obsessed with them. There's only 3 grams of sugar and it tastes, in my opinion, better than a Swedish fish. For this entire bag, you can see here on the back, it's only 80 calories. And you actually get a lot in the bag, as you can see, for this being only 3 grams of sugar and 80 calories. I think this is really like a good amount. So this is just what it looks like. So it doesn't really look exactly like a Swedish fish, but I'm telling you guys, it tastes so much better. So yeah, if you guys have a big sweet tooth like me, you love candy, sweets, you have to try these. They are so good. Okay guys, so that officially completes this full day of eating. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me your go-to snacks down below in the comments. You guys know I'm a snacker and I love sweets, so any suggestions that you guys have, leave them down below. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all and I'll see you soon. Bye!